Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom. I have positioned us so that we can hopefully rescue... We can finish what we started in the last episode and rescue our two little Korok buddies. Hopefully with a minimum of throwing them off a cliff this time around. But we shall see. Oh, okay, so there's one. Where's the other one? Oh no. Please don't tell me he doesn't spawn until I talk to that one. I thought he was just right here. Oh no. Okay, alright, fine. Hey, I don't see your friend Smoke Signal. Where was he again? Okay, so he absolutely was right there, and he didn't spawn until I talked to him. Okay, that is fine. Alright, let's try this again. Did I... What happened? Why are you stuck? I don't remember gluing him there. Okay, I'm sorry. As I mentioned in the previous episode, my brain doesn't work. I tend to forget things a lot. Including whether or not I've said that in a previous series. But, fact about me, I suppose. But that's okay. I find that remembering things is overrated anyway. I think I was unable to reach him from this distance, wasn't I? Yeah, sure am. Okay, so how about I do this? And then I do... this, and then I grab him. Okay, that did not work. No, 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 not again. No, oh my God, no, no. All right. Alright. See ya. Is he gonna roll off again? Okay, no, I think he's alright. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am doomed. I am cursed to do this forever, aren't I? Dude. Like, bruh. I literally just teleported just to get myself back up to the top, and it's already redisassembled. No, I'm happy. I'm grateful for this. This is wonderful. I'm not mad at all. Why? This is my life now, isn't it? Just helping this one specific Korok is now just the only thing I'm allowed to do in this video game. Okay. Alright, we're good. Good lord! Alright, okay, so it's an interesting new kind of puzzle for the Koroks. It's not just find the thing that looks weirdly out of place and shoot it with an arrow or whatever. Like, there's stuff you could do. It's great. It's fine. I love it. But Jesus, this one has given me such a hard time. If only I were better at the video game. Alright, we're good. Thanks for bringing my friend. Here's something for you. 2 rabbit poops. Thanks. Sorry, golden rabbit poops. They have a distinct smell. I love it. Okay, great. Now that that little adventure is finally sorted out, let me, let's take this tower, shoot ourselves up into the sky, and float our way over towards Rito Village, because it's on the way, it's close enough. On the way, I mean, sort of, I guess, to that other shrine, but whatever, you know what I mean. I'm losing my mind. I think helping that Korok took so much of my brain power that I'm gone. I'm zonked out. Sorry, guys. But it's alright. See, there's a shrine right there in Rito Village. I hope I can make it. What I need is a goddess statue, so I can turn in all my orbs for stamina. So what happened to the Sheikah shrine here, I wonder? Maybe we'll find out. I don't know. Either way, shrine, give me war point. Gatakis. Gatakis. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if these names are weirder or less weird than the ones in Breath of the Wild. Just as unpronounceable, as far as I can tell. Ride the Winds. I feel like that was the title of a shrine in Breath of the Wild, too. And I bet if it was also associated with Rito Village. Oh boy, this looks safe. It's fine. I missed something over there, didn't I? I can't be bothered yet. I'm sure I'll come back for it eventually. Okay. What do? I mean, my instinct says to melt the ice here. Let's try a bomb, because it looks like it's sturdier than one little fire arrow can get through. Well, hey. I was correct. Hello, I don't want to mess with you. I'm just gonna grab this here thing real quick. Great, thank you. Oh, he's got a bow. If I start floating around here, they're definitely going to try to kill me. Alright. Schwingo. Yeah, like that. That's what they're gonna do. Anything else of note here? Does not appear so. Oh. Here we are. Easy. Did I get all the... What was that? I don't know. Everything, like, shook for a sec. I'm shook! Ooh. I don't know if that sound came through. That definitely sounds familiar. Is that Dragon Roost Island? I think I was hearing Dragon Roost Island there for a second. Dee 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 dee. Okay. I'm glad this is still here. Lights of Blessing. 4 Lights of Blessing. I'll amplify your being. Stamina, please. Yes. Always stamina. Stamina. I said stamina so many times that it doesn't sound right anymore. Cool. Man, if only it were that easy, huh? Give me a second here. Yeah. Right there. I know I recognize it. I know that's from a past Zelda game. I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Roost Island, but future me will find out in editing. Also, hello! Oh, it is you! It's the same little Rito girls from uh, the last game. I think they've, maybe it's been a while, but I think they've grown up a bit. That's nice. It's called the Song of the Stormwind Arc. We're all going to sing it together to save our village from the upheaval. Are you going to listen to our song, mister? Sure, why not? Yay, we love an audience, so we'll give it our best for you. Everyone ready? 1 and a 2 and... Once a god fell from heaven, stilling the Hebra winds. The heavens grew lifeless just as the air below thinned. With the world in upheaval, we pledge to help the Lord. A line of ships soaring built as a passage skyward. The god ascended to heaven, leaving behind an ark. Its wind brought us new life, thanks to its great divine spark. Oh, that's the song. You know, the song is about the ark that saved Rito Village a long, long time ago. Something bad happened then, just like it's happening now. Hey, that Stormwind ark. Is it really real? I'd be so happy if it was. Definitely is. Papa told me it's always watching over us, high in the sky. We could sure use its help with this awful blizzard. Most of the adults aren't around anymore because of the weird weather. Well, if we don't have the Ark and we don't have the adults, it's up to us kids to take care of the village. Yeah, that's, concerning. Anything I could do to help? I want to help. Practice is over for today. Genli, you're in charge of food. And, Molly, we'll need you to make arrows. We've all got jobs to do, so let's do them. Yay! Kid power! Alright, great. So it sounds like most of, if not all of the adults have fled already? Cots, oh no, I did it again. The beds are too soft and inviting. Oh no? A customer? Who's sleeping? I wasn't sleeping, not me. Welcome to the Swallows Roost Inn. Why did I read that weird? Anyway, we don't have any other guests at the moment, so rest easy and rest well. Regular bed is 20 rubies and silky soft Rito down bed is 50. I'm okay for now. I'm just sort of investigating for now. Made with lots of Rito feathers. It's soft and fluffy and gives the bestest sleeps ever. If you only sleep in one bed here at the Swallow's Roost, make it that one. As soon as my head hits the pillow, it's like someone threw a blanket over me. And not that I ever use the beds. When you wake up again, you'll be full of energy and ready to go. Oh, okay. Come again when you want to use one of our comfy beds. Good luck, I suppose. I'm afraid I have far better means of restoring my health. But, I appreciate... Oh, man. Yeah, they're all just the kids running the shop. Hooray, a customer. Welcome to the Slippery Falcon. Thanks for stopping by in spite of the weather. So, what can I do for you? What is this place? Shop where you can buy cooking ingredients, plus all sorts of other stuff. Though we haven't got much business since the blizzard took out the bridge. Hey, mister, have you seen the building with the big horse on top of it across the bridge? People there make these kind of thin books called newspapers. They used to be our best customers, but I haven't heard from them in a while. Sorry, our shelves are kind of empty. It's because of the heavy snowstorms. If you need food, like fish or mushrooms, you could try poking around in caves outside of town. There's a bunch of caves along the road to the east, and even more of them in the Hebra Mountains. What's his name? Was it Canali? Canelli? I think it was Master Canelli was the elder of Rito Village. But is he around? Hi, thanks for coming in, even though it's snowing so hard. It's cold in the village, but it's even colder on top of the mountain. You'll freeze solid at the peak if you don't find a way to keep warm. Luckily for you, we sell warm clothes. What brings you to the shop today? Brazen Beak Armor Shop. I know it's chilly here. They say it's even colder at the top of the mountain. Are you leaving, mister? Let me give you a neat tip first. People are finding more caves all the time on the road east of here and on the way up the Hebra Mountains. Caves are nice because they're warm. You can hide out from the cold in there if you don't have our outfits. Plus, you can find shiny ores inside and sparkly rocks. We'll pay lots for those ores, and so will the folks at the general store, so keep an eagle eye out for them. Okay. Interesting. I have yet to really know how much I'm going to need. Oop! We're good. how much I'm going to need that armor. Because I remember in Breath of the Wild, you kind of needed at least 2 levels of cold resistance in order to make it to Vamedo. But I don't know the nature of the situation here. Is that the moon? I think it's the moon. Did appear to be setting in the west, so that would make sense. Although it's 7 p.m., so maybe that was the sun setting? I don't know. I don't know. I'm still looking for clues as to, like, what to do about this whole situation. So far, the only thing I've gotten is the bridge is out. How about this one? Huh? You need something, mister? Because I'm actually kind of busy. My papa told me you can use an ice fruit to freeze monsters solid. Ah, which gave me an amazing idea for an invention. Wahaha. My problem is, I can't go out and pick fruit right now with the blizzard and all. So not fair. Excuse me. But without ice fruit, I can't make it. I got some for you. Huh? Mister, I felt the cold breeze coming from your pouch. Are you sure that's not, like, the blizzard? Huh? Mister, what's that you got? That's the ice fruit I wanted, isn't it? Looks like you've also got some cold jelly-like stuff. Is that white choo-choo jelly from one of the monsters that'll freeze you solid if you touch it? Wow, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but I bet I can use that to make my big invention. Take the ice fruit. You said that you seemed more confident that that one would actually work, so there you go. When I attach to the tip of an arrow, I'll have an arrow that can freeze monsters from far away. Sometimes I'm so smart, I scare myself a little. I wonder what happened with other materials. You can make arrows with all sorts of effects. Ah, listen to me. With every breath, I spew out brilliance. Fa! But I should probably stop talking before I give away all my best ideas. Anyway, here's a thank you present. Thank you, actually. That's appreciative. Or, that's appreciated. Excuse me. You know the reason I like making arrows? It's my papa. He creates the strongest bows around. I wanted to make arrows that go perfectly with his bows. All I have to do is keep working hard, getting my name out there, and one day, I'll be a world-famous arrow maker, one my papa can be proud of. You know what? You go, little one. Good luck with that. I don't want to steal her arrows, though. Hey, is that, Teba?
That's not fair at all! You know I can handle it! Checking out that huge cloud wouldn't be hard. I could even do it alone. If we don't do anything, the village... Huh? Huh? Is that you?
What's up, bro? It's been a while.
It is you! Link!
Tulin, yeah, I remember you. It's, yeah, clearly some time has passed because a lot of these Rito children were smaller and, more chick-like. Like, they were like little baby birds last time. But now they seem to have grown up a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know how much time has passed, but okay. Link, they told me you were missing. It's good to see you doing well. New Rito Elder. Ah. Well, I guess that does make sense. Sure. It's very nice to see you again. Oh, excuse me, that was Saki. Excuse me. Do you remember my son, Tulin? He's grown taller, though perhaps not yet grown up. Well, maybe I would if you wouldn't treat me like a hatchling all the time. Hey, you know what? He's got a point. As long as you still think you can take on the world by yourself, you'll always be my little chick. He also has a point. That is kind of what got Rivali killed. So, watch your back there, buddy. What, you think I can't? I'm already fully fledged, you know? Are you? You'll change your tune when I ace... Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. You can all keep wasting your time treating the Song of the Stormwind arc like it's real, but not me. Listen, you... Unbelievable. I mean, he is your son, after all. Honestly, that's kind of expected. Tulin wants me to let him go and find what's causing the blizzard, and he's having trouble hearing no. It's an old folk song here in Rito Village. Long, long ago, when we faced a different sort of upheaval, the village was saved thanks to a great flying ship. Or so claims the song that's been passed down through the generations. It's a song for children, mind you. Few adults still parrot it as if it were true. Ha, parrot, 'cause they're birds. Still, every now and again, you get reports among the Rito of a flying ship. Combine that with the blizzard caused by this upheaval, and it seems less far-fetched. Well, okay, but do you remember Vomito? Like, that was pretty far-fetched for the time, wouldn't you say? This giant flying mechanical bird that shot a gigantic Death Star laser out of its face? Like, I feel like maybe far-fetched is not really the adjective you should be using here, though I appreciate the healthy skepticism. Even if the Song of the Stormwind arc is just a children's drama, I suspect there's something lurking high in the sky. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. But the air is so turbulent now that no Rito can fly close enough to look into it. Yeah, I heard that one before. Doesn't happen to shoot lasers at you, does it? This is why we need to make careful preparations to find the truth, but Tulin... He thinks we can cling to that song out of he thinks we cling to that song out of cowardice. But these are Rito matters. You came for some purpose, yes? Yeah, actually, I came to help. I want to help figure out what's going on here. This is clearly a big deal. Especially since it appears that all the adults have left. What? This is terrible news. So then not even Hyrule Castle's safe. If Princess Zelda's disappearance and strange phenomena around the world are related somehow... We Rito would ordinarily love to contribute to your search. This abnormal blizzard shows no sign of stopping, and food has grown scarce. Everyone I could spare is already out researching the blizzard or scavenging for food. My husband hasn't been able to leave the village much since becoming the village elder. I wish there was something I could do. Ah, but maybe I'm not the one you want. You should try asking Hearth. My friend Hearth has many sources of information, so he might already have a lead about Princess Zelda. You see the 2 bonfires out that way? I see them, yes. He's in the lodge near there, if you'd like to try visiting him. Sure. That sounds good. That's like the closest thing we've gotten to a lead this whole time. And I do remember some of the little Rito girls that we were talking to earlier. Like, I remember Genli, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it, but wasn't she the one that was looking for the salmon manure? I don't know how to say that word. It's French. It's beyond my ken to try and pronounce that. But yeah, no, she wanted the fish thing, or one of them wanted the fish thing, and I remember Kotz was one of them. Yeah, I remember them. Oh, hi. I'm putting President Hudson here too. I've eaten a special rice ball. Yeah, I imagine. Got any more? I don't know what to do. I'll leave you to it. I should really redouble my support. You should really try redesigning these things, I think. Actually, I think this one's better designed, right? Because the last one didn't have the little side supports, I think. Oh, yeah, and it's like closer together. Like they're not as widely separated. Okay, so it's improving, I suppose. It's still pretty bad, but he's getting better, I guess. Is that good enough, I wonder? Oh, alright. Fine. Alright, let's figure something else out. How about that? He's standing. How's the president standing? I just made us little support beams. Pretty simple, actually. That was brilliant. I would have never thought of it. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's get him secured while he's still standing. Get that fastened, and... And you still made it all wonky. Alright, perfect. No, it's not. It's really not. With your help, President Hudson is now standing proudly and firmly in place. It fills my heart with joy to see him doing so well on his own. Take this with my thanks. Thank you. Also, you might be hungry. You made this myself. Another one of those. Great, thank you. And thank you again. Alright, stay safe. I do wonder if he's related to Hudson at all with that hairdo. That works as a landmark. what works as a landmark. Here because you spotted the bonfires. They eat up a lot of firewood, but it's worth it. You can spot them even from up in the air. Though as proud as I am of them, they can't beat the spotlight set up around that fancy Skyview tower. Yeah, I know the one. It won't warm you up like a bonfire will, but it's hard to beat it for size and sheer brightness. The Hylians are pretty incredible to have built something so impressive. I think that was probably mostly the Sheikah, actually. Well, I guess they are Hylians, aren't they? They're just like a subspecies of Hylians. What is this stuff? Oh, she's looking at the construct components, I guess. Found these strange things at the foot of the Hebra Mountains. They're oddly shaped, aren't they? I've done every test I can think of, but I haven't learned anything. Not even what they're made of or what they're for. All I know is that they're pretty heavy and pretty sharp. Probably hurt if you got hit with one, huh? Well, I've got all I'm going to get out of these things. If you really want them for some reason, they're all yours. Yeah, I could use them. Thanks. A little pinch of this. What's inside that cloud? Alright, we'll talk to... Oh, nice hairdo. Link, you're alright. I worried after I heard that you'd gone missing. What happened? A lot happened, it seems. Ah, so you're looking for Princess Zelda. Sorry to tell you that I haven't heard anything about her. Our feathers are full, dealing with a more immediate problem. Everyone in the village is left to scavenge for food or investigate the cause of the terrible blizzard. And all that's hampered by the sky monsters that seem to be everywhere. Sky monsters, you say? We're spread too thin to deal with them properly on top of everything else. Sorry, bud. Wish I could do more for you. I don't know how to think of it. Maybe Tulin could help. Oh, right. You weren't around for it, but little Tulin has developed a way with wings that puts the adults to shame. Even in this vicious weather, he patrols the skies and reports all kinds of useful information. His wind gust technique is something to see. Nothing the rest of us can pull off. Is it something like Rivali's Gale, maybe? Even the stern Teba acknowledges Tulin's skill as a cut above. The kid does preen about it more than he should, but, well, it's worth asking about him at least. Is he descended from Rivali? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I don't know. Last I saw him, he was with Gassane and Lysa? I don't know. On a trip to find food. I think they were on their way to Hebra South Summit Cave. That's to the northeast from here. The cave is past the cliffs out front and up the mountain road. There should be a bonfire marking the spot. Find the bonfire at the mouth of the cave and you'll be on your way to finding Tulin. You know what? I think that's the cave that we actually happened across in the last episode. Because there was a bonfire right in there, too. Okay, great. Well, our adventure... I mean, we've learned something. We now have a lead on getting started here. Let's talk to Amali. Drawing up a special menu for those out scavenging for food or investigating. Ingredients are hard to come by in this blizzard, but we'll be fine if we get a little creative with our cooking. With the right ingredients, a little food can go a long way. Good lord, excuse me. For example, a pinch of spicy pepper warms you up so you don't notice the cold so much. We don't have many of them here, but you are welcome to what's available. In tough situations like this, everyone needs to look out for each other and help where we can. Yeah, in fact, that's kind of why I'm here. I'm hoping to help you guys out a bit. But anyway, I think we will have to continue our little adventure here in Rito Village on the next episode. Sounds like we're well on our way to, I guess finding Tulin is the next step. But ultimately, we'll investigate this arc thing that they keep talking about. More than likely, it is a real thing, and we're going to investigate it. But yeah, we'll find out hopefully in the near future. So until then, see you later.